What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more fighting. Now, I just read a great article with the Los Angeles Times, Lance Pugmire, where he was speaking with Conor McGregor in an exclusive. Link in the description so you guys can read the full article as well. And I just want to do my summary and give my thoughts on what Conor McGregor says. And he's basically talking about his upcoming fight, of course, with Nate Diaz. I made some videos about that. Ego Weight Watchers. Both guys look to be in shape and preparing for this 170-pound bout at UFC 102. And this is what Conor McGregor said. If you look at the history of the fight game, especially in the new era, it's full of cherry picking their opponents. When they hold a position of power, when they get a name, all of a sudden they pick weaker opponents. They look down their division. Nobody looks up a division. Nobody looks at true challenges. Then once in a blue moon, you get like a Mayweather versus Pacquiao. He also says, but when you look at Canelo Alvarez situation, who surrendered his middleweight belt to fight anonymous English 154-pound champion Liam Smith instead of Gennady Golovkin, of course, and Golovkin turning around to fight 147-pound champion Kell Brook for his next opponent, it's an era of cherry picking. It's not like that with me. I'm here to challenge myself. I'm training to go up 2 divisions, and it's going to be a great fight. So not only did Conor McGregor this month, this is why I like Conor McGregor. You can say whatever you want. You can say he's arrogant, he's a prick or whatever, but he's staying true to himself. He just went in on pro wrestlers and the WWE. I respect a man like that. Like, even if I don't agree with everything someone says, I can at least respect you for being true to yourself and calling it how you see. And the other thing is, you can't really call him hypocritical. You look at Conor McGregor, he's had a lot of people back out of his fights last minute. If anybody in the comment section knows exactly how many, because I can think of a couple off the top of my head, but if you have a true number, drop that in the comment section. So he's not being hypocritical when he's saying this, because he fought Chad Mendes, which is a late replacement. Some people think because a fighter didn't get a full training camp, like that's an added benefit. I mean, it can be, but there are also other variables. He was training for Jose Aldo, and Aldo beat Chad Mendes. They're 2 different guys, 2 different styles, so sometimes it could be a disadvantage if you're not a good fighter, if you're not skilled, or you don't have any kind of talent, because you're training for guy A and then all of a sudden you have an understudy that you're fighting randomly and you have 10 days to prepare. So it works both ways, I guess you could say. Then he was preparing for RDA, and then he got Nate Diaz at 170. He came up short, he submitted, and now he's jumping right back into the fire. Same parameters, 170, fighting who? The Stockton slapper himself, Nate Diaz, at 170. So you can't really call him a hypocrite. He's not cherry picking. Fighting a guy like Jose Aldo, a long-standing dominant champion, he went into the fight. Before the fight, he went in there confident and cocky, and getting in Jose's face after his, I think it was maybe the Chad Mendes win. He jumped over the octagon cage and then jumped in the crowd and started to try to heckle Jose Aldo, who happened to be in the crowd, things like that. And then he knocked Jose Aldo out in 13 seconds, right? Then he was going to fight RDA. After you just did that, he was going to move up and fight RDA, who was no joke, and smoke Donald Cowboy Cerrone. And we already know how talented a Brazilian fighter that RDA is. Then he gets injured. Then he fights Nate Diaz, who's a completely different style than that. So you can't say Conor McGregor's cherry picking. The only thing you could say is, oh, the structure in the UFC is different and Dana White made him. But that's neither here nor there, because the fact of the matter is this: he's still fighting those people. If he would have lost to RDA, he would have lost. A lot of people thought RDA would beat Conor McGregor, but he was still stepping in the ring, or willing to step in the ring with all these dudes. So, I mean, props to Conor McGregor. I'm a bit torn because I'm a Northern California boy myself, so obviously I want Nate Diaz to win, but I do like Conor McGregor. I like him. I just think Nate Diaz has definitely a better ground game. He has the momentum, the psychological edge, things like that, but we'll see. I don't sleep on Conor McGregor. I think it could be an exciting fight, and we'll see what Conor McGregor learned from the first fight to the second fight. So I'm definitely going to tune into UFC 202 this Saturday, August 20th. Great card, great main event, good rematch. And it's just funny, new media is killing you boys, because you hear all these fighters and the truth always comes out. Hear all these fighters saying stuff that I've been telling you guys on the channel, new media style. I say this about Golovkin Brook. I say this about Canelo Smith. Oh, you hate Canelo. You hate Triple G. You're racist. You're biased. So is Conor McGregor racist? Is he biased? He's saying the same exact thing. And I just did a video about it. Miguel Cotto versus Yuriorkis Gamboa, not set in stone, but that is the rumor. And that's another fight you can add to that list with Canelo Cons and Triple G Brooks and Canelo Smith, and fights that shouldn't otherwise happen. So let me know what you think of Conor McGregor being very vocal, as always, about what he believes is the cherry picking in boxing. Again, link in the description. Share the video, like the video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.